Alright guys, it's Gunreezy here with Just Noxious and Equine Regent. This is our first commentary, and I think we're going to kick it off with an S&D. For future reference, our YouTube is Commentary Kings with a K, and we're going to be uploading anything from competitive gameplay to us just messing around in pubs. So I hope you enjoy, and if you like it, hit subscribe.
Alright guys, we're going to kick it off with some Search and Destroy, which was just recently added back into the playlist for Call of Duty. If you guys have picked up the game, you know that they had Search and Rescue for a while, which was basically Search and Destroy with Kill Confirmed, which was terrible. And along with Blitz, I'd have to agree, are the two worst game modes ever invented.
And I'd have to second that.
I mean, why would you add Capture the Flag with no return? I mean, this is not Portal here.
And portals, like you said. And portals.
Makes no sense, but back to it. Hunted, another horrible game type. No one wants to start out with a pistol and run to a box where the magic box gives you a gun.
This isn't zombies.
It's not zombies, folks, and that makes no sense. Along with the new game modes, they have added a new kind of maps. I would, go off and say they're a lot larger, and they've added, obviously, the dynamic features. Dynamic features, if you guys don't know what that means, are the breaching of the doors and other things that you can close and open. I mean, it's a good idea. I like it a lot. I don't really think it really affects the gameplay too dramatically. So, I mean, that's definitely a good add-on to the game. As for guns, assault rifles, great guns. SMGs, they're good. Snipers, they did a thing with they kind of compromised with the quick scopers. I mean, it's possible, but it's harder. And the snipers are pretty strong in this game. Marksman rifles, why? I don't know why you added that. Horrible feature. The guns are great in this game besides that.
Another added feature they have. What in God's good green fuck?
And we are in a game with hackers, folks.
That's a good way. As well as a prestige. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we're just going to go with it because, it's too late to turn back now. But anyway, like you said, the dynamic features, like on this map, when you're just randomly walking by the back ambulance and that thing blows up next to you and scares the living crap out of you, not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That is on some stuff I do not like.
Cocaine.
Cocaine, kids, do it. Alright, back to the topics. Anyways, we're going to be bringing you a lot of competitive stuff, seeing as we play game battles. If you're unfamiliar with it, just look it up, It's competitive gaming.
Google it.
Google it. Anyways, we'll be bringing you those. We're also going to do a lot of these. It's basically just pubs with us. Pretty much just, playing pubs. But when we do the competitive things, we'll give you guys strats, spots, anything you guys need to go ahead and start off. We'll give you guys a breakdown of the guns and whatnot in a different video, seeing as this is our first. We plan on bringing you a lot of videos. Probably be streaming a lot more on the weekends, considering we're in school and whatnot, jobs, work. We'll be bringing you a lot of that stuff too. Anyways, back to the game. Noxious has a pretty good outlook on the guns here.
Yes, I do, and if you like ARs, well, they got about 6 of the same in this game. They all shoot in a straight line for the most part, and it's just your choice and how much bullet damage or how little accuracy you want. My favorite is the SC-2010. It's got about the accuracy of an ACR and MW2, and we all love that gun, did we not?
I mean, definitely a fan favorite.
Yeah, definitely love that gun.
And, even the AK in this game is vamped down, have little recoil. As far as SMG goes, you got your choice from up close and personal or a hybrid of both. You got your MTAR and your Vepr, which are kind of medium, short-range guns. They can go long if you got the gun skill for it, but as far as short range, you got the CBMJ, the K7, and the Bison. My personal favorite of those is the Bison.
Fuck that kid's soul.
Fuck his soul entirely, because you know what? We don't even know what prestige that is. BGYC, what? Fuck you. Anyway, all these guns in this game, as you see, the MSBS, they're just remakes of old guns, like the FAMAS, and they just slapped a new name on them, like the Bisons, the PP90s, The MTAR's called the same. It's the MTAR. I mean, the Remington is the ACR, but it looks a little bit different. And well, the AK is the AK, and the Vepr is the AK-74U. And for guns, that's just about all I got on them.
Yep.
You guys have any input on it? Any recommendations? Any attachments you think are needed, or what?
I don't have any recommendations, but with going with the guns, I'm going to have to say from a competitive standpoint, I do like the Remington and the Vepr for the SMG. If I'm just playing in pubs, always use the MSBS. It is just a monster.
Great ripping.
Also, silencers are crucial for pubs because people troll the shit out of the radars.
Please save yourself and put a silencer
Yeah,
on.
just if
Save a
you're
life.
playing pubs, just put a silencer on. It's a go-to. It's just you have to. But with that, I want to go on to the Xbox One versus the PS4. There's been a lot of controversy over this.
Trending topic. Trending topic.
With myself, I am Xbox One all the way. What about you guys?
I'm gonna
Xbox
throw that
One.
out there. We're all Xbox guys. Everything we are going to bring you guys is on Xbox. So clearly, it's a little biased, but I believe all of us are getting Xbox One just because we've all been strictly Xbox since the original. I just think overall, everything the Xbox has ever brought has been better. I know everyone's going to argue. Obviously, the PS3 players are going to argue for their half. But I've owned both systems, and I've always stuck to the Xbox. The reason for that is obviously their online servers 10 times better. I mean, the PS3s has just had known problems, and it's obviously worse because you're not paying for it. With the Xbox One, you're gonna pay for one subscription, and you're gonna get up to 4 gamer tags per household, which is a great feature for people like me who have siblings, and we all have our own separate accounts.
One thing I thought was a big standout for me as being the competitive players we are, the competitive gameplay on Xbox has always been better.
Yeah, I mean, I think PS3 competitively on game battles, as mentioned before, there just wasn't as much competition. I mean, I like to have competition. I don't know how everyone else is, but I'm a competitive person. So, I mean, Xbox has just always brought it.
I mean, it goes even down to the controllers. I mean, they're way different. Like, even the spacing on the Xbox controller is perfect where your thumbs rest on them. I mean, PS3 and 4, they're in the middle, and it's kind of awkward to have them down there. Plus, the DualShock analogs are a little bit like scuffs, kind of, if you'd agree with that or not.
Yeah, it's more along the stuff. I mean, they're really sensitive. And,
which can be a good thing.
Yeah, it can be a good thing because, I mean, I know you can buy things for the Xbox controller to make them like that, like Control Freaks or them. Now, to go towards a good thing for the PS4, a lot of things about it clearly are going to be preferences towards what you actually like. But the PS4 has, in my opinion, the way better campaign game. But now that goes down to if you want to play campaign games compared to the much better, in my opinion, Xbox titles for shooters. PS4 brings good campaign games, but once you're done with them, you're done with them. Not really much you can do after you beat it.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that. The campaign games for PS4, let's be honest, it's just a lot better. But if you want to play multiplayer games, then Xbox is the way to go. Also, they have a lot better features. The Xbox One is going to be an alternate cable box. So the way I understand it, the voice feature on the Xbox will simply be, if you're playing a game, you could say Xbox cable. And it'll switch to the cable, and you can switch to Netflix, Facebook, Twitter, anything simultaneously. Which I think personally is a great feature. I don't know, I haven't read up too much on the PS4. After I heard that they're going to encrypt disc, so you cannot borrow disc or rent anything or take a game to a friend's house or anything, I was just thrown off. I'm not going to lie, I was considering both systems, but after I read that, Xbox was the way to go.
I mean, that takes away the whole buy 'em, beat 'em, trade 'em thing you got going on with GameStop.
I agree.
Basically, GameStop will be no more.
Well, I mean, Xbox One's not doing that anymore,
Yeah, I mean,
so that's good.
Yeah. But the thing about the Xbox One as well, if you're fortunate enough to have things, it's going to be a way better choice, because if you have Netflix, it has cool incorporation of that. It has good thing about Twitter, if you have a Twitter, good stuff about Facebook. A lot of that social networking, it actually helps. Good thing about the PS4, it has a cap card built in. Now for the Xbox One, I'm unsure of whether it actually has that in it or not. But PS4 right now, that is a really great feature for people who can't afford a cap card but actually would like to do videos such as we are doing.
Also, as well, it does split the TV and your game on the screen, so you could actually play Call of Duty while watching. For me personally, will be Blue Mountain State, because let's face it, that show is a little bit fucking awesome.
Yeah. Before we
here in our pub stomping, we actually got destroyed.
Absolutely.
Destroyed.
Equine not meeting up to peak performance as we usually see out of him, but he brings in the competitive side.
Alright, before we wrap things up, I just want to mention, I don't know if we did earlier, but we'll also be streaming. I don't know, we don't really have set times because of work and school, but I'm thinking somewhere between Thursday and Saturday, probably around 10 o'clock, we will be streaming. If you liked the video, subscribe, you can comment and tell us what you want to see, and we'll try to make that happen for you. Thanks for watching our video, guys.